that just is not interesting to talk about. I just think it's, listen, she's going to tell you what it's about. You go, this is Tanya's show. I'm just here.
Okay, she's funny. All right. What I want to talk about is the preachers of LA. Now, are y'all watching this foolishness? I hate to say, but you know what? Okay, let's get serious for 5 seconds. Okay. There's something, in my opinion, there is something inherently off about preachers, men supposedly of God, on a reality show. Let's just start there. There's just something off. Most people, if you talk about reality shows, or you even think about a reality show, what you thinking about? Drama, foolishness. You know, I love that word. Fighting, bickering. Because let's face it, if there's not drama, if there's not foolishness, if there's not craziness, it doesn't stay on TV. It just doesn't. It doesn't stay on TV. So just the thought of men of God having a reality show rubs me the wrong way. I must just say that out the gate.
Now that you mention all of the characteristics that describe a reality show, often you find that in the church. Everything you said. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm just saying. There are churches with foolishness,
of course,
drama.
Of course.
So maybe that's all I'm going to say.
You have that not in churches.
All churches.
No, not all churches, but I'm saying that's supposedly a lot of the stuff that pastors shouldn't really be involved with. Your job is supposedly saving souls. Your job is supposedly bringing people to Christ. Your job is supposedly to set an example for how you can live, or you're supposed to live, a godly life. The pitfalls that you can avoid, what the word says about the kind of things you should and should not be doing, etc., etc. You're not supposed to be the one on TV.
You shouldn't be the one on TV.
Right, you shouldn't be the one on TV contributing to the foolishness that is reality TV. You just shouldn't be. I mean, now, I was hoping, Michelle, that I would see pastors on TV healing the sick, laying hands on people and they recovering, doing good deeds, telling you about the goodness of the Lord, helping out the poor and the homeless and the least of these. That's what I was hoping I would see. But knowing that it's a reality TV show, all it did was show exactly what I knew it would be: foolishness. Okay, now, for those of you who may not be familiar with the preachers of LA, it's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 or 5 preachers, okay? And the biggest problem that I had from the jump was the showcasing of the lifestyle. The Bentleys and I don't know, maybe the guy didn't have a Bentley, but the fancy cars, obviously very expensive cars, the flashy jewelry, the homes that are elaborate, just general worldly things that you would.
You don't think pastors should have those things?
It's not that I don't think. I believe that there's nothing wrong with having. I believe that God wants his children to prosper, not just spiritually, but I think that, he has a cattle on 1,000 hills, and, men of God should certainly, if you truly are a man of God, you should be showing the fruits of your labor, as far as if you've got a congregation of 17,000 members and people are putting in $1 every Sunday,
could have a Bentley.
You could probably drive a Bentley.
Of course.
So it's not that I'm adverse to a preacher having something, Michelle. What I am adverse to is you being on a reality show and doing exactly what regular worldly reality shows do and show: foolishness, controversy, bickering, arguing, getting up in people's faces. Really?
It's TV.
It's
TV.
But that's my point. Mm-hmm. That's my point. And then, okay, Bishop, okay, look, one of the pastors on the show is named Bishop Noel Jones. He pastors a church in LA. He has a very large congregation. And he has a lady friend
is he married?
He is not married.
Oh,
he is not married.
So he's single.
He's a single man. He's a single pastor who has a lady friend of 16 plus years.
Okay.
And he's basically one of the other pastors, what's Ron's name? Ron Gibson, one of the other pastors, is challenging him about the relationship. He's saying, okay, you're supposed to be this man of God. Okay, you know that fornication is a sin, adultery is a sin, all of that. And here you are leading this congregation, and pretty much you have this woman who nobody believes that you're not having sex with this woman. Nobody believes that. You still a man with 2 legs, okay, and Jesus. Okay.
So what is he trying to say? He needs to get married?
He was saying, yes, if you, now, or, okay, Michelle, why do you have that look like,
He's single.
Yeah,
He's
yes,
single.
He's
so
single.
Is it a requirement that a pastor should be married?
Is it a
or
requirement?
You're saying he should be single and not have sex?
He should not, first of all, absolutely he should not be having sex. That if you're supposed to be a pastor, or let me say this, if you're single, you're not supposed to be having sex. That's called fornication.
Anybody.
That's anybody, including the pastor. But what I have a problem with, Michelle? I have a problem with faking the funk. I have a problem with faking the funk. If you sleeping with the woman, if you are having sex and the phone is ringing like it's ringing right now, and I want to call on Jesus and some other people, okay, because really,
it's all good.
Really?
Let the phone ring. Let the phone ring.
Goodness gracious,
that's Jesus on the main line. That's Jesus on the main line. Jesus on the main line saying, Tanya.
Oh my goodness.
Tanya.
Woo!
It's okay.
Okay.
Jesus
okay.
Now.
You
said faking the phone. Who's faking?
What I'm saying is this. Who believes that that a man of his magnitude, prominent pastor, huge mega church, renowned, famous, all of that, you've been dealing with a woman, you've had a relationship for 16 years, and you think people believe you ain't sleeping with the woman? Who believes that?
Did he say that?
He refuses to say anything except people trying to get in my business. That's what he said. Matter of fact, they went to a dinner. I guess they were trying to put together some kind of event. Mm-hmm. And one of the pastors, what's the guy's name? Ron Gibson. He has a problem with the relationship, and he says, I want to know what this relationship is, because in your position, I'm uncomfortable with you bringing this woman to the event, having her run things, and she's not the first lady. She's a lady that in other words, you shacking with, pretty much. Does it say anything in the Bible about people getting in other people's business? Okay, that's a nice way to distract the point, get off of what he's trying to get from you. You know what? This is what I appreciate, Michelle. I appreciate people admitting their wrongdoing or their shortcomings or just telling the truth. None of us are perfect. But as I said, faking the funk and you a pastor, what does that really say? What does that tell the world? Well, don't do what I do, or if you do it, lie about it. I mean, I don't know. It just, as I told you, it just, all of it is absolutely ridiculous to me, of men that are supposed to be. And this young pastor, Dietrich, I'm about to get on you. Come on, come on, brother. First of all, he currently is married, but he was married previously to a woman and had an affair on that wife while he was ministering, and she got pregnant. That's why he left. There was scandal, and he left the first church. Then he comes on to the Preachers of LA show with the woman he had the affair with, who's had the baby. He gets married again, but he asked one of the other pastors, matter of fact, the Caucasian pastor, the brother on there, Jay Hazlip, I think is his name. He asked would he marry them. Matter of fact, I think Bishop Noel Jones was supposed to marry him, but he had some Something happened and he didn't make it. So he asked the other preacher, and he said yes. But then when he found, and she was pregnant, she announced after the marriage, baby number 2 is on the way. So the pastor was saying, well, you know, what the problem that I have is that you should have at least told me that, brought that to me, that she was pregnant. She was currently pregnant. And he, well, who are you? And the minute you start calling him out, very defensive. Don't get defensive. Yes, you were shacking then and now with a woman as a pastor, and that's called fornication. He got her to say, you bishops need to stop this. Where does it say anything about shacking in the Bible? Really? Come on, now you ain't gonna go there, are you? Because literally it doesn't use the term shack in the Bible. So you say, come on now, where does it say shack in the Bible? Own up to your corns, Michelle. You know what? I've got a problem in this area. I'm challenged in this area. That is my Achilles heel. This is something I'm dealing with. Some people deal with alcohol. Some people deal with drugs. They have they have a pastor. Matter of fact, I married them. This J pastor dealing with this guy who obviously has a drug problem. That's what I kind of expected to see. But anyway, everybody has challenges. Mm-hmm. That everybody has that thing that they deal with. If yours is women, it's women. But stop faking the funk and making it seem like what you're doing is righteous, it's biblical, and everybody else is crazy as hell. That's the problem that I have, Michelle. Tell the truth and shame the devil. The devil and Jesus know ain't nobody perfect but Jesus. Okay, so you trying to fake like the Bible doesn't look down on shacking is outrageous. It's outrageous. And it would be what I would expect to appear on a reality show.
Of course.
You know, so anyway, Michelle don't like to watch that foolishness.
I don't watch it.
She don't watch it. She don't watch it. So
I don't get it.
And I ain't mad, Michelle, I ain't mad at you. Because it truly is. Maybe that's the problem. That we support these ridiculous shows. Well, and so that's why they stay on TV. That's the issue. That truly is the issue. But my take is if we want to talk about, if we're going to have a talk show and talk about things, we kind of need to know what everybody else is looking at so we can have an opinion about it. But I'm with you. Supporting a lot of these crazy shows is part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. That is 90% of the problem. Because if you're not watching, it's not getting ratings and reviews, and it won't stay on TV. But I don't think that most of American culture and society, or maybe it's not just American, but Western modern society or modern culture can live without knowing the drama that goes on in other people's worlds. I think if the reason I don't watch shows like that is because I feel like the world changes beginning with me. Mm-hmm. If I can stay in my lane and focus on my focus, then I can make a conscious and beneficial contribution to the world. When I'm focused on somebody else, I'm not paying attention to me. How could I know what's going on with me when I wake up in the morning, I'm trying to figure out how Joan Rivers died. I go to sleep at night, I'm trying to figure out where Beyonce and Blue Ivy got their hair done. I don't have time for that. I focus on my focus, and I figure if I can keep myself together, then I've done my part for the world. I don't care what the rest of them doing, So I think if people would find joy and benefit in their own lives, they'd stop worrying about other people. Yeah. It's pathetic. I think it's just a sad state of affairs, and it's really just changed the whole landscape of television. You can barely find anything to watch that is of substance and that is truly entertaining.
Don't stay on TV.
Even Pawn Stars and everything's reality.
Yeah.
But it's not really reality.
Exactly.
Yeah, told you, I saw a reality show being shot. I won't call names.
Call.
But it has something to do with towing cars.
Oh.
And
Southeast Charles.
It took them 4 hours to do one take. Right outside of I'm looking off my balcony. I'm watching it for 4 hours. Action! Oh, damn. I told my son, I said, well, reality just went out the window. There is no reality in reality.
Yeah, no. Very.
But I guess some of
very
you already knew that.
Yeah.
I was the one with the naivete going on. I thought it was really, really real. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. I didn't. No, you didn't.
I didn't. So anyway, but I get you. So Pastor,
Which one?
I was looking on your card.
Noel Jones.
Whoever.
Oh.
Oh,
And I know,
damn.
wait a minute, I know.
Oh,
I just gotta say
damn.
this before. And y'all, the bishop of this with the 16-year relationship. Now they're saying, and don't know it to be 100% true, the man done had a baby by the chick that was on the X Factor. Stacey Francis has like a 1-year-old baby supposedly by the pastor. So come on,
Alleged,
brother. All
supposedly.
right, allegedly,
Don't know.
allegedly. But you know what? Usually when there's smoke, there's so much fire. Okay, call the fire department.
Oh. Woo. Oh my God, please help her. Jesus was on the main line. I guess he hung up the phone on that one.
Jesus takes my calls.
She said she got a direct line.
Oh well, all right. Well, anyway,
Interesting.
very, very, very much so. To the preachers of LA, preach on.
Yeah, preach on. Preach on.
But
Yeah.
try preaching the gospel for a change. How about that? We'll see you next time, y'all.
On the spill. Oh my God, Tanya.
Guess they probably get on us about taking a drink. Huh?
Oh yeah, there are people.
I'm not a
but
pastor.
wait. There are people talking about you now.
They are?
Yeah, they're talking about us.
They are?